Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Tom. Welcome to another video. We are, sorry, I'm just eating pizza. We are in Winkfield. Are we in Winkfield? Or?
We're in, yeah, Winkfield.
On the outskirts of Ascot, Windsor. And we are at Windsor Classics new showroom. And Richard at Windsor Classics, who I've known for some time, I think he's put a lot of money and blood and sweat and tears into building an amazing new showroom for his vehicles. And if you're familiar with Windsor Classics, you'll know what I'm talking about, because their attention to detail and the level to which they're restoring Land Rovers is like crazy, second to none. Never seen anything like it. I'm just eating a free pizza, thanks Richard. And we'll throw in some B-roll. Let's look at some Land Rovers.
Afternoon, everyone. Richard was kind enough to invite members of the notoriously popular but impossible to join London Mud Club a few years ago, when this was just a dream and now it's a reality, and I think we can all agree a fantastic reality. He's invited us along today. But before I do, on behalf of the London Mud Club, we've treated Richard and the team here at Windsor Classics to a small token of our appreciation, and we're renowned for classy gifts. So we bought him this Harlequin espresso set, so that when anyone comes to the showroom and buys a new Land Rover, which, let's face it, we're hoping some of you are going to do. You look wealthy, sir. Would you like one? Sold,
deposit is already paid.
sold to the good-looking man with a Rolex. You can have one as well. So that's a little gift for us on behalf of our members, which are all around. And the other thing that he's been after for a very, very long time is we also do a great line in Fabergé egg toothpick dispensers. And this, again, on behalf of our members, is a gift for Richard and his team at Windsor Classics. That's enough for me. Round of applause for Richard, and he'll be the next man on.
Firstly, thank you everyone for taking the effort to come down and have a look at what has been a bit of a mission, getting this place to look how it does now. We've got the weather gods on our side. It's been a real challenge to get where we've got to with the cars, the showroom, but we're now here, we're open. It's fantastic. I just really appreciate everyone taking the effort to come down. I'm really proud to be, a new custodian. Thank you.
We're going to declare the showroom open. Yay!
What's going on, guys? It's about a week later now. And yes, I'm aware I'm wearing the same t-shirt as in the other shots. Apologies that there wasn't more audio, like direct to camera talking. I did actually record a bunch of stuff in the showroom, but because I wasn't wearing a mic and there was lots of other people talking, it just didn't come out, and it didn't come out in a way I could edit it. So it was a really cool, that was a cool event. Thank you, Richard, for having us. And man, what a cool place. I mean, I hope you can tell. I don't think you really can, but like from the footage, but those Land Rovers are perfect. Like, it's unbelievable. And I've always been someone who of the opinion that like you never want a Land Rover to be too perfect because it's an agricultural vehicle. But I tell you what, when you get up close to those cars, they're unbelievable. Especially that grey one that I showed in the last clips. Like, that is a beautiful car. Like, it's unbelievable. Everything's perfect. And you know what? I went out in mine yesterday and it was really hot. And I got those like vinyl seats, Exmoor trim seats and stuff. And you know what? I was just like, it'd be nice if this would be nice with like a really nice perforated tan leather, a bit softer, a bit more like breathable. So I don't know. You know what I'm like. I'm spending money. Like, I can spend money before I've even got it because I've got so many things that I like to, so many interests and hobbies. Anyway, let's touch on the Cobra thing as well from last week's video. I made a decision off the back of that video. The first of which is that like the time isn't right to actually buy one of these cars. I'm just, you know, full transparency, I'm just not in a position where I can throw away that kind of money. Not even throw away that kind of money, but commit to like a finance deal or something like that. I'm just not there. I try to leave as much money in my business as I can. I have like tax commitments I've got to take care of. I'm trying to aggressively grow my business, which takes a lot of income or a lot of cash. The back of that test drive, I've set some specific goals. After those, then like a car would be on the menu. However, what I did decide is instead of just buying a car, what I did decide to do was find something that would be a good platform to build the kind of car I want. Which looks way more like something a little bit more bespoke. So I spoke to Stevie and I spoke to Tom at Windsor Classics as well. And we discussed the idea of potentially getting a vehicle that would be a good platform, like a good donor, and then doing all the things I want to do to it. So it was more mine. I wanted to do something. I like the classic. I like the sort of like classic, you know, period correct. But I also like some of the sort of like really aggressive in your face stuff. And you know, I think it'd be more fun to do it as like a bit of a project. I think like, you know, that makes it, I really like to wring every last bit of fun and experience out of a purchase like that. Anyway, so that is kind of where I'm at on the car. Plus, I'm committed to doing a bike with Carter from Attitude. So that's going to be the next thing we do anyway. I'm not going to say too much about it, but what I will say is like, I've got a big trip planned. Like, we're going on a big trip. And I'm going to be away, and that's going to be a series of videos which I think you guys will find really interesting. I am so excited about it. But obviously, for like, I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't want people knowing when I'm in the country, when I'm out of the country, and all that kind of stuff. I think when you upload stuff to social media and YouTube, there's a security aspect there where I don't want people knowing when I'm in and out of the country and where I am and I'm not too much. You know, you see these stories where people say like, oh, we're going on holiday, and then their house gets burgled. And I'm just like, you know, so it's not that I'm trying to withhold any information from you guys. I just think that like when you do what I'm doing now, when you're uploading aspects of your life to the internet, I think that it's, you know, reasonable to be sensible. Do you know what I mean? So that's the only reason I haven't said more about it. But I guarantee all of you guys are going to find it really interesting. So anyway, all that being said, I have spent some money and I have bought a watch. And I did promise you guys that there would be a watch video coming. Glide viewers of you might have spotted this in last week's video. But interestingly, no one questioned me about it. But I did buy a watch. I personally, right, I've bought expensive watches and I've bought cheaper watches. And I just, it's all the same to me. It's all fun. I went ahead and bought my first Citizen. And I'm going to put some B-roll in of this, but this for those of you in the know, I like a watch that has a story attached to it, and or has some sort of like nerdy history. And one of my favorite films, I like Quentin Tarantino films, and I like Brad Pitt movies too. And I like Brad Pitt generally as a personality. I find he's quite an interesting tastemaker, right? The guy is always, I like the way he dresses. I like he wears cool watches. The guy's got a cool style. His bike collection is like mad. I find him quite an interesting character. One of my favourite movies that he's done is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And if you've seen that film, the character that plays is called Cliff Booth. I think it's called Cliff Booth. And in that film, Cliff wears a particular watch, and it is this same watch. Now, it took me a while to track down the right one. I was on the hunt for them. They're quite tricky to find. And I finally found the right one on Chrono24, and I ordered it. Now, I don't know if this is all original. It's from 1971. I would imagine that it's a little bit of a parts bin watch, but I'm pretty sure, I'm confident that the case, movement, and dial are all original, and those are the main components I was worried about. I know that it keeps good time, and I was pretty confident with the seller. So, but it's from 1971, and it is a Citizen bullhead chronograph in gold. And I just think it's such a cool watch on the bund strap. Like, obviously the strap isn't original, but I wouldn't want someone's old leather strap anyway. But I just think it's a really cool thing. And it was something like, I had a gap in my collection. I don't have any chronographs, and I don't have anything gold either. So this is just a totally different vibe. And I wanted something old and, retro, but I also wanted something that not everyone else had, I wasn't just going to buy another vintage Rolex, even though I love those watches. This one jumped out at me as like super cool. And I love the fact that it's inexpensive, and I've never seen another one in the wild. So yeah, I was on the hunt for a while, and this is the one I got. So let me know what you guys think of it. I love it. I think it's super cool. I think in a weird way it kind of suits me. So I'm really happy with it. So yeah, I thought I'd share that with you guys. I hope you enjoy looking at old Land Rovers as much as I do. And let me know in the comments, which one was your favourite? Did any of those jump out to you? And let me know in the comments what you think of this new watch, because I personally love it. Has anyone else got a Citizen bullhead? Have you ever even heard of this watch? Or is it just me that nerds out on this stuff? If you're not subscribed, make sure you hit subscribe. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. It always helps me out. And I will see you next time. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great week.